This is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, episode 100. Everything you're doing is just to feel good enough. But until you feel good enough already on your own, no matter what, it's never going to be enough. Ever. You are going to keep manifesting situations and people and circumstances that match your beliefs about yourself until you change your beliefs. If you don't feel good enough, you're going to keep manifesting people that make you feel not good enough. Guys, life supports you in whatever you say, think, and believe. No matter, I'm just going to be honest and vulnerable. And even though I don't want to, I'm going to tell you how this is showing up in my life, because maybe it will help you recognize how it's showing up in your life, and it can help us change. Okay? No matter how much I work, no matter how funny I am, no matter how pretty I am, no matter how sexy I am, no matter what I do, no matter what I don't do, no matter how much I know, no matter how much I give of myself, no matter how much I love them, no matter what I say, no matter what I don't say, no matter how much fruit I eat, no matter how much money I make, no matter what. My entire life, I have been manifesting people and circumstances that reflect back to me that I'm not good enough. And the reason is because life is going to keep trying to show you that you are enough without their approval, without their love, without their support, without their time, without their attention, without them saying that you're enough, that you're pretty, that you're special, that you're whatever you want to hear, whatever you think is going to make you want them to say, that's going to make you feel good. It's not going to be enough. If you don't feel good enough, no matter what someone else does is not going to be good enough. Don't you see? You don't want their love or approval. You want yours. And you can't feel a way about yourself through someone else. No matter what they would say to you, it wouldn't even matter if you don't feel it yourself. You don't just want your love and approval. You want your father's, you want your mother's, or whoever raised you. You want to feel enough. Life supports you in whatever you think, say, and believe. And if you think you're stupid, you're just going to keep manifesting people that make you feel stupid. If you feel like, and this is me, guys. If you feel like no matter what you do, it's just never good enough, and you're going to manifest people in your life that don't approve of you no matter what, that don't love you no matter what, that don't think you're good enough no matter what. There's always going to be something wrong with what you said, what you did, how you look, because that's how you feel, and life is supporting you, and you are manifesting and creating this existence. When are you going to get it? And guess what, guys? I'm talking to my fucking self here. Every podcast, I'm just talking to myself. I'm just trying to get through to myself because it's not working. Because I have just continued manifesting people and experiences and circumstances that make me feel not good enough. And I'm tired of it. And I know that I am, but it's hard to change. It's hard to change a habit. I've had a habit for 37 years. And no matter what anybody says, it doesn't even matter. Because they can't change the way I feel about myself. Guys, I want to encourage you to do something that I just did. Okay, so I wrote a list. I love lists. I love writing lists. I wrote a list. At the top of the page, I wrote, "Is it true?" Okay, is it true? And I wrote down on the left side of the page all of the things that I think about myself. All of the things that I think other people think about me. All of the things that I'm feeling that don't serve me. Is it true? Yeah, okay, I'll share a few. I wrote down, I hate to do this, but you guys just need to know that we're all the same. We're all human, and we all are insecure, and we all have negative thoughts and beliefs about ourselves still, even if we work on ourselves for years and years and years. Underneath, the way your life looks is the way you think. And, there's a reason. There's a reason why you have things in your life that you don't want. Because you have thoughts and beliefs that you don't want. And I wrote, is it true that I'm fat, ugly, my teeth are fucked up? I wrote gray teeth because I don't know. Dumb, I'm stupid, I'm a loser. I wrote down all the things, many more things that not good enough. Is it true? Is it true? On the right side of the paper, guys, I want you to write down if it's true or not. And if it's not true, then write down why it's not true. I guess I wrote gray teeth because somebody once commented that. And it's like one of my things that I really don't like about my physical appearance, my teeth. It's so stupid because who cares what I look like? But it has nothing to do with what I look like, guys. It has to do with how way you feel about yourself, because again, you're gonna attract people in your life that just reflect the way you feel about yourself. I keep attracting people in my life that that I like and they don't like me back, that I want and they don't want me back. I keep attracting people in my life that reflect to me that I'm not good enough, no matter what, no matter fucking what. And until I fix that belief, until I change that habit, until I realize that I'm good enough no matter fucking what, no matter who wants me or doesn't want me, no matter who chooses me or doesn't choose me, no matter how anyone feels about me, then it's just going to keep happening. It's just going to keep happening. If you get anything from this episode, please understand that life is going to support you in every single thing that you say, you think, and you believe. And the only way to change that is to change the way you say, think, and believe. No, the only way to change that is to change the way you think, the way you talk, the things you believe. I'm not an expert. I'm just an expert at me, at being me. So I'm not going to pretend that I know exactly what's going to work for you, but here's what's working for me. And I'm going to continue doing it until it fully manifests in my life. Just start saying it. Just start saying it. I am enough. I am good enough. I love you, Jeanette. And look in the mirror and say the things that you want other people to say to you, that you wanted your mom or dad to say to you when you were a kid, that you not just wanted, but needed. You needed to hear. Just say those things, write them on an index card and say them to yourself and say them out loud and say them in the mirror and say them throughout the day. And if you don't write them down, if they're not in front of you, if there's not an alarm set on your phone, if you don't make a habit of this, you're just going to forget about it. And you're going to continue your negative thought patterns. And your life is going to be exactly the way it is, no matter where you go, no matter who you're with, no matter where you move. I have a belief, hey, I could be wrong, but I have a belief that at the end of the day, we all just want to feel good enough. And we all don't. We all don't. And everything we do is to feel love, to feel like we're worthy of love. Guys, I know you feel this too because we're all the same. I can't feel anything that you don't feel. And I look at this list that I wrote, and it's like, I am none of these things. I am not a loser. I'm not lazy. I'm not stupid. I'm not insane. I'm not dumb. I'm not ugly. I'm not any of these crazy things on this list. It's not true. You've got to take a few minutes today to write down the things, the negative things you're thinking about yourself, and start to realize they're not fucking true. And you'll see that these are just the messages you might have got as a child, and that's why you feel them. Like I wrote down that nobody wants me. Like that is just such a clear message from my childhood. No matter how amazing I am, I still feel like nobody wants me. And guess what? Yeah, I'm manifesting a life where nobody wants me. Because that's how I fucking feel. And that's what I'm gonna fucking manifest. And we're so powerful, guys. We're such creators. We're such magnificent children of the universe. And so goddamn powerful that we're going to create our reality. We're going to manifest exactly how we feel we deserve, exactly the things we feel we deserve, exactly the treatment and the life and the circumstances and the bank account and the everything, the friends, the interactions. We teach people how to treat us through the way we feel about ourselves. You've got to start changing the way you feel about yourself if you want a different life. You know, it's interesting. If you want people to start treating you differently, you have to start treating you differently. And, you know, hey, take it or leave it. But this is the truth. And the truth is, you're enough. You're good enough exactly the way you are. You don't need to lose weight to be good enough. You don't need to be prettier to be good enough. You don't need to be smarter to be good enough. You don't need to be wittier or funnier to be good enough. You don't need to impress anyone to be good enough. You just are. You just are. You know why? Because you're part of the source. You're part of the creator. You're part of God. You're part of the universe. And the universe wouldn't have created you if you weren't good enough. It wouldn't be possible. So stop fucking lying to yourself and saying all these nasty negative things, and stop. Yeah, I know it's easier said than done, right? Just stop believing that you're not good enough. But here's what you do. You start saying, just say it, whether you believe it or not. I am good enough. I am beautiful. I am worthy of the life of my dreams. I am worthy of love. I start saying all the things that you want to believe. And eventually, you will believe them. Eventually, it's not possible for you to say these things to yourself every single day and for you to not change. But hey, change is like dying to the brain. When I learned that, I was like, whoa, that's why it's so hard for us to change, for my friends and my family and clients to change. Oh my God. Because it's like, even though it's fucking hard as fuck to suffer, you know, I'm just going to speak for myself. Even though it's hard as hell to feel not good enough, it's still more comfortable and familiar than feeling good enough. You know what I'm saying here? Even though it's hard to be overweight, even though it's hard to keep stuffing your face with food that you don't even really want, it's familiar. It's familiar. And what's familiar feels safe. It feels safe for me to just keep manifesting people in my life that don't want me, that don't choose me, that don't think I'm good enough, that always find something wrong with me, that always criticize me, no matter what. Because that's familiar and that's safe. And it might not be safe to manifest somebody in my life that actually wants me for me, that actually wants to be with me, that actually chooses me over everyone else. Because then I'd have to feel worthy of that, and then I might fuck it up. And yeah, that's all I got, guys. Is it true? That's what I want you to ask yourself.